I switched from CapCut to Kdenlive because I wanted to be a serious editor. Instead, I rendered a video in a potato quality, deleted my own project by clicking one button, and had to open my video editor through the terminal just to keep working. Would I do it again? Yeah, absolutely. But actually, to explain this, we gotta talk about CapCut first. Before the comment start, no, I don't hate CapCut. CapCut basically taught me how to edit every video on my old channel, every questionable thumbnail animation, all of it CapCut. But after a while, something started feeling off. CapCut wasn't making me better anymore. It made editing easy, but too easy. Same workflow, same style, every single video. I had basically automated myself, and comfort is probably the fastest way to stop improving at anything. Then CapCut started paywalling things, extracting audio, a feature I used constantly, suddenly premium. Then the VPN connect, disconnect, reconnect, pray every single time. But none of that was the deal breaker. The deal breaker was Windows. CapCut doesn't have a native Linux version. And if you have watched this channel before, you already know how that conversation goes. So I had four options: DaVinci Resolve, OpenShot, Shortcut, and Kdenlive. OpenShot, great for beginners, but I would outgrow it in a month. Same as CapCut. DaVinci Resolve, genuinely incredible. Professional color grading, industry standard, the whole deal. But my laptop had other opinions about that. So it was down to Shortcut and Kdenlive. Shortcut is great, especially on older hardware. People love it for a reason. But every time I compared the two, I kept coming back to Kdenlive. Proxy editing, better keyframing, a huge community, constant updates. It is the closest thing Linux has to Premiere Pro. So I installed it, thinking how hard could it be? Yeah, that confidence didn't last very long. I opened Kdenlive for the first time and had no idea what I was looking at. Coming from CapCut, this felt like sitting in an airplane cockpit. Buttons I had never seen, panels everywhere, and suddenly keyboard matters more than the mouse. Naturally, my first move was to watch a tutorial. Typed Kdenlive tutorial. Clicked one, watched 3 minutes, closed it. I just can't sit hour-long tutorials. My attention span won't let me. So instead, I just started editing. Hit a wall, Google it, ask ChatGPT, fix it, keep going. Honestly, probably the fastest way I have learned anything. 10 out of 10. And slowly, it started clicking. Cuts, tracks, effects, keyframes. Slower than CapCut? Sure. But I could feel myself getting better every hour. Then I finished my first project, which exactly where everything went wrong. I hit render, waited, opened the final video. It looked like it was filmed through a dirty windshield in 2004. Everything blurry, low quality. I thought I had wasted an entire day of my life. Tried every render preset, every codec. I tried to disable the proxy clips. Nothing. Okay, so I asked ChatGPT and it told me try clearing the Kdenlive cache. Sounded harmless, sounded reasonable. So I did it. After that, every clip in my project bin turned invalid. All of them at once. I just stared at the screen, thinking there's no way. I just deleted my all project. But I saw the timeline itself survived. The clips had just lost their connection. So now I have to connect every clip manually. Should have been easy, right? But the problem is I never renamed a single file. So I had to replace every single clip by seeing their time duration from the properties section. After that, I finally revived every single clip. And since then, I always rename my every single file. Eventually, everything worked. Finished the video, exported it, uploaded it. Genuinely thought the worst was over. Turns out that was just the tutorial level. A few days later, I started second project, going great until Kdenlive just refused to open. No error, no explanation. It just closed again and again. At that point, I wasn't thinking, how do I fix this? I was thinking, please God, tell me I didn't lose the whole project. Back to ChatGPT. ChatGPT suggests try opening Kdenlive from the terminal and send me the logs. So I did it. And then ChatGPT suggests me an unlimit command. and it opened. So for the rest of that project, every single time I wanted to edit, I had to open my video editor through the terminal, which is probably the most Linux thing that has ever happened to me. Eventually found the actual cause. It wasn't Kdenlive, wasn't Fedora, and wasn't even Linux. It was a file descriptor limit. Kdenlive hit the default cap for open files, so I increased the limit by editing its config file, and crashes gone completely after that. Could have fixed this in 5 minutes if I had looked earlier. Instead, I chose the terminal launch lifestyle for 2 weeks because I didn't want to risk touching anything. And then something changed. I stopped fighting Kdenlive and just started editing. Proxy editing is the feature that fixed everything. I genuinely don't know how I lived without it. My timeline went from a slideshow to actually smooth. My laptop is not a powerhouse. I expected compromises. Instead, Kdenlive just worked. Then the little things started standing out. Keyframes felt powerful, not fiddly. I could record with OBS, disappear into Reddit for 20 minutes, come back, and Kdenlive was exactly where I left it. Close the project, come back hours later, pick up right where I stopped. That peace of mind is not something CapCut ever gave me. So was it worth it? Honestly, no. Not on day 1. Maybe not even week 1. I rendered a video that looked like a crime scene, deleted my own project with 1 click, opened my editor with terminal like I was hacking the Pentagon, questioned every decision that led me here. But ask me today, would I go back? Absolutely not, because I didn't just switch editors. I changed how I edit. CapCut taught me how to cut a video together. Kdenlive taught me how to actually get better at it. If you are happy with CapCut, genuinely, that's fine. I'm not here to tell you your editor's wrong. This was just the one that made me grow. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.